Hello and welcome to another episode on Tom's TC, and as you can see we're in the garage, and as you can see we have a helmet, and today we are reviewing said helmet, and it is the LS2 PIONEER 2. Now this replaces the LS2 PIONEER Evo that I used to have before because I thought it made sense to upgrade in that way. Well, it's not really an upgrade, it's just the next version on. This didn't cost me a lot of money. It's a really good budget value for money helmet. I'll put the cost up at the bottom of the screen as to what you can get it for now on the market, but I think generally it's really good value. What we'll do is we'll move on to the cons later on. Right now I'm going to talk to you all about the pros of this helmet. It's incredibly comfortable, and this is the XL version, so it's 61-62 centimeters circumference around your head. So if I just put it on and I'll show you how it fits and feels on my head. Okay, so as you can see, this helmet fits me really well. This is the 61-62 centimeter, which is the extra large, and I've been riding with this helmet for a good few thousand miles and it hasn't degraded. The padding hasn't softened up and there's no real wiggle or room for my head, and it feels comfortable. It doesn't feel tight, it feels good. As you can see, it looks good on my head. I don't think there's any issues. You've got the peak, the standard adventure peak, and you've also got an internal visor which is easy to reach with gloves on. The normal visor, like so, moves up and down really easy. It's easy to grab and click into place, like so. But overall, it really is a good helmet. The polycarbonate finish, or the polycarbonate shell on it, is nice and solid. There's no bending or any sort of give in the polycarbonate. So overall, this is a really good fitting, nice lid. And you also saw there that I've got a very cheap intercom system on this helmet. The helmet is designed to receive an intercom system. LS2 do their own for it as well, but it's very expensive for this type of helmet. There's an area to put the microphone, and there's areas in the helmet to put your headphones as well, or earphones, or whatever you want to call them. So what we'll do is we'll move into a nice detailed section of this helmet. Okay, so here is the lid. Let's have a very good look at it. Now, as I said before, it's a polycarbonate shell. It's the LS2 PIONEER 2. It has the gold British sticker on it, so you know it's safe, and it has the ECE 2206 safety rating as well. Okay, we'll start at the bottom and work our way up. So inside, it is incredibly plush, like I said. All the lining is removable, so it can be cleaned nice and easily. As you can see, it's a pretty decent lining as well. You've got the wind deflector here, and you also have your vent at the front, and like I said, an area for your microphone to go as well. Okay, so here's the side of the helmet. As you can see, it looks really good. You've got a few little extra vents around the sides to allow airflow through, and it's the same, of course, on the other side. You can adjust the peak if you wish, so you can undo these nuts here, move the peak up and down ever so slightly. I like it there. And if you need to get the visor out, you can undo these two bolts here either side, and it's just a straightforward undo those brackets and the visor comes out. Like I said, you've also got an internal visor, internal dark visor. It's very easy to move up and down, but generally overall it's a pretty good helmet. You have as well the ratchet strap, which is easy to use even with a pair of gloves on, like so. I'm using it upside down, getting confused. So yeah, I mean, it's a great helmet. As you can see on this one, I've got the pin lock insert, and I'll move on to why I have the pin lock insert in a sec. But generally, overall, it's a good lid. Okay, so we've had a really good look at this lid, but where are the problems with this lid? And there is a few, but not as many as I would have thought for such a budget lid. The main one for me, and it's a really annoying one, is the fact that the visor does not have any positions halfway up or down. It's down or it's up. And I mean, that's an issue for me because I quite like to have the lid, you know, the visor sort of in different positions as I'm riding along, just to let a bit of air flow through, more than just a vent at the front. But, you know, you can't do that. And that is why I had to get the Pioneer insert, because this visor miss up really, really quickly. And if you don't have that insert on it, it will just fog up even in summertime. So yeah, the insert is a really important part, or well, an important addition to this lid. Okay, up to 70 miles an hour, the lid is fine. When you're at 70 miles an hour, it's quite noisy. And the peak can sometimes feel like it is hitting the wind at a bit of a strange angle, and it does feel like it's pulling you back a little bit. That's mainly when I'm on the V-Strom with the screen in front of me and it's the buffeting. So I don't know if it's just buffeting or it is the behavior of the lid, but it's a little bit off-putting. But for me, those are my only real gripes. So it's the noise, it's the visor, and the peak when you're at speed. Yeah, it is quite a noisy lid. So when you're traveling at speed, I would recommend some earplugs with this lid, because it's not the quietest of lids. That being said, it's a really good value for money helmet. I use this for green laning, and I want to be able to sort of put it on the floor, drop it, well, not drop it, but, you know, just scratch it and not be concerned about it. I don't want to spend hundreds of pounds on a helmet and green lane with it, because for me, this is why I got it. And it's why I had the LS2 Pioneer Evo, because I didn't want to spend loads of money. I wanted to be able to put it on the floor. I wanted to be able to scratch it and not give a damn about it, basically. Round up, this lid is a very good all-round lid. Even if you don't want it for adventuring, it's a really good lid. It's a good budget lid. It's safe. It fits well. Yeah, you know, why wouldn't you go for it? I think in the range of those areas, it looks good, doesn't look silly, isn't overstyled. Yeah, and I mean, if you're going to go and try this lid out, I would recommend you go into a shop and try it out. However, if you can't do that, a good place to start is the sports bike shop. You can order as many of these in as you want, try them all on, send the ones back that don't fit, keep the one you want that fits. So that's a good way of doing it if you haven't found that already. You can also get these on Amazon and eBay as well, so that's also worth looking into. I'll put the links below for this if you're interested. Anyway, I think right now that's the end of the video. If this is your first time watching Tom's TC, give me a thumbs up, comment below and let me know what you think, and give me a subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Tom's TC.